doing, my man?
Doing very well.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Boys, I'm going to ask you, would you consider being a celebrity chef a glamorous job?
Oh, it's such a glamorous job, isn't it, Anthony?
Yes.
Oh, the things we get up to as celebrity chefs.
Is
Tell
it?
us more.
I find it hard work, actually, you know.
It is hard work. I don't know.
People are always looking in your shopping trolleys and saying, I didn't think you'd buy that.
It's kind of annoying. You sort of cover it up with your kind of jacket or something. What about you, chef?
Yeah, I mean, my feet are on the ground. I'm just a normal person as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you get invited to a few things and that's all very nice. I hate walking up those red carpets. Oh, I can't do all that.
Bit boring after a while, isn't it? Eh? You see what we have to put up with? Well, there's a lady out there. She spends her whole time recruiting people for glamorous jobs. Do you want one of them? We'll find out how exactly you can get one. Please welcome Val Hayden from Berkshire. Lovely to have you on the show. Come and meet Paul.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
so online recruitment agency for finding glamorous jobs for people. Tell us more.
Well, basically, it's all about just glamorous jobs. It's either a glamorous job, glamorous location, or a glamorous company. Those are my three
Have you got any
main points.
glamorous jobs for celebrity chefs?
Well, are you looking?
Oh, yeah, for glamorous jobs, yeah. Normally I get to wash the dishes and...
Well, that's not very glamorous at all, no.
Yeah, but it depends who she's washing it for. It's,
Well,
her,
that's
it's
true.
Mum, it's her role.
It's perception, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, lovely. Let's have a look in your bag and see
Okay.
what you brought along for Paul. Now, what are their glamorous ingredients
Oh,
inside?
extremely glamorous,
Oh,
yes.
right. Right. Any intolerances at all?
Well, actually, yes. I'm wheat and dairy.
Okay.
So don't do dairy products, don't do wheat.
Lovely. All right.
But you do...
Do goat's cheese.
Goat's
Love it.
Goat's
Absolutely
dairy.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
tell us what else you brought along here.
Okay,
then,
I've
Val.
got some lamb steaks here. I love lamb steaks. I particularly like Mediterranean food. I love sort of Turkish, Greek food. They use a lot of lamb in their cooking. Goat's cheese, obviously, that's a definite must for me.
Sure.
I adore it. It's very versatile. You can do a lot with it.
And how much did all that cost you? The sweet potato, broad beans, tomato and shallot?
That was £7.53. Quite a bargain, don't you
Quite
think?
a bargain indeed,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I say. What do you think, Paul?
That's a fantastic bag. That's my sort of food. I love that sort of food.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, big time, you know. And a wonderful combination, I don't know if you know, is goat's cheese and broad beans.
Yes.
Lovely.
Well,
Like
that's...
peaches and
I'm going to
cream.
look forward to seeing that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Another wonderful combination is your partner.
Oh, I know. Isn't he lovely?
What a hunk.
Gorgeous.
He's also from Berkshire, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Andrew Grubb. Hey, how you doing, Andrew? Nice to see you. Okay, so you're in the wine trade.
I am, yes.
Yeah, and something you enjoy? Is it something that gets better and better each year, or do you think, oh, I can't stand this job, I need to go to see my glamorous girlfriend?
Absolutely, but it does get better year on year. More countries are bringing out new grape varieties, and we have to keep ahead of the game in this country. It actually, as an Australian, people say, what are you doing in the UK? And I say, well, it's the best country in the world to be in the wine industry, really.
Sure.
So,
Exactly, we like to consume it, don't we?
We do.
And it's the same language.
We appreciate it.
Yes, go on, tip your bag out then, And you've got some contacts down in Australia or down there
Yeah,
quite a
I've
bit,
got
haven't
two sons out in Adelaide way.
you? Yeah.
They went to Geelong Grammar, which is Melbourne.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, beat you.
And my
Very
friend
good.
Charles was the headmaster there at Geelong
Yeah.
Grammar School.
Did
Prince
they
Charles went there too. Well done, Charlie boy.
Do they like raw beetroot in Australia?
It's
That's what you're going to
national
get. 20 minutes.
OK, so what have you brought along here? Tell us what you've
well,
got.
as Antony was just saying, I've got some beetroot. I think that we put it in just about everything in Australia, including hamburgers.
You do.
Got some duck breasts, something that I didn't have when I was in Australia, something that I've sort of taken to in the UK.
Acquired, yeah.
And something I like, I've been to Spain and they do lots of dishes with beans, so I've got a can of bloody beans there.
Sure.
Blue
And
cheese.
of course, I have to say blue cheese and a rather delicious bottle of wine. Is that part of the same ingredients or that's
No,
something you
that's
brought along?
something extra. That's
That's
something
a
extra
Prezi,
for chef. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice, Prezi. How much did you spend, Andrew?
That came in just under $7.50 at $7.48.
$7.48. Brilliant bag, except
bad.
you're a bit worried about grating
Well,
these down in time, aren't you, Chef?
Yeah, I mean, they do take a long time, but we can do something really thin.
Lovely.
Let's see.
Look forward to seeing it. You two have a bit of a chat. Let's find out what Val's going to get from our Paul.
Well, this lamb is so nice, I think it's a shame to mess with it. I can cut it up and mince it or do all sorts of things, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do lamb noisettes, almost they are, with a mustard crust, and then a plain grilled one with lemon and rosemary. And we'll make a sweet potato mash and some sweet potato fondant. So the mash will go with the crust, and we'll do a goat's cheese and broad bean salad, and we'll make a little soup from that too.
Sound good?
Very nice.
We're
Fantastic.
keeping it very simple Mediterranean, so that
clean
we have enough time to drink wine and get to know one another.
Exactly.
Don't worry, big guy, don't worry.
He's looking for a job, isn't he? Bit of recruitment there going on, I think. All right, then. What about you, then,
Well,
Andrew?
I think I'm going to smoke one of the duck breasts with some tea and brown sugar. And I'm going to make a teriyaki duck breast with the other one, so quite sweet, but with that nice soy sauce. A beetroot soup, borscht type. We haven't got all the ingredients, but we'll get there. Julienne of courgettes, little salad there, and a bologna bean and... What sort of cheese was that again?
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola cheese. Yeah, it makes a nice mixture there.
Yeah.
Bologna gorgonzola salad, that'd be great. And we'll have time for
A glass
of
of
wine.
wine.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Happy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're both delighted. Doesn't it sound delicious? Well, we'll see how they feel in about 20 minutes. When I say ready, steady, cook. OK, up and away. Val's rushing to get the apron on. And as Paul was saying over here, he's going to keep everything quite clean. Beautiful Mediterranean flavours, I should say. A nice crust going on top. Mustardy, sort of crummy, lemony crust, all on top of our lamb there. That's going to be baked off. We've got the sweet potato that's going to be cooked down. We've got broad beans and goat's cheese. That's going to feature in a really nice salad. Shallots and tomatoes to
Stop
enhance
touching my
the whole
ingredients.
thing. Oh, I love your banana shallot. You know that. Hey, what about these? One's going to be smoked, one's going to be pan-fried. We've got the beans going along with the beautiful gorgonzola cheese. A bit of an Italian aspect there. I think we've got a Mediterranean feel right through the food today.
Everything come off.
Courgettes just cooked down. We've got red wine to enhance everything and to be drunk, of course. And delightful fresh beetroot. We don't get that on the programme very often. And
God
of
for that.
course, if you notice, Antony's not touching it at all. He's given the job down there to Andrew. You're going to have nice red fingers, aren't you, Andy?
Absolutely. Match the shirt.
It will match the shirt. Well, match my shirt and all, mate. We won't see the finger marks.
Yeah.
Let's talk lamb here with our chef as soon as he finishes.
something like that.
OK.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get in there, chef, but I need one of your knives.
Good man.
Is this a favourite cut of meat for you?
Yes, it is actually. It is actually. These look like they're cut from the rump. So look, well, that doesn't look like it's cut from the rump.
That's hidden, that bit, so they didn't really show you that, did they?
That's lovely two little noisettes.
OK.
So we'll maybe...
So how are you going to marinate them then, chef?
I'm not going to marinate the ones with the crust on. I'm going to cook those off right away so that they start to cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the crust on
Cooking them all the way through or just sealing them?
I'm going to cook them almost all the way through. Almost
Okay.
all the way through, yeah. And then they get to rest a little bit. It's very exhausting getting cooked all the way through. Just blitz that.
There you go. Beautiful.
So
Couple of minutes gone.
Starting this whole thing off. Now we're going to get some lemon zest and rosemary.
OK. Lovely.
Val, we're going to get some lemon zest and rosemary.
All
Val.
right.
What, in here?
Yeah.
In the breadcrumbs?
No.
OK, just chop it up.
There we are.
No, not in the breadcrumbs.
I mean, where?
To marinate my lamb.
OK, right, there we are. Just
Don't you
over
be
here.
sending her off in the wrong direction.
Don't you start on me, mate. I'll give it to you, groovy. Here, darling.
Thanks,
People have been
darling.
saying
There
to
we
me
are,
recently, why do
Lovely.
you give Ainsley such a hard time?
I know. Well, you
I
do.
give Ainsley a hard time.
No.
Do you think he gives me a hard time? Absolutely. I'll throw all of you out. What I like, eh?
Well, I just tell people Ainsley likes it.
Now, chef, in a proper world, tell us, how long would you marinate this for? A good sort of few hours or overnight, perhaps?
Whoa.
Actually,
I
keep
think
turning
so,
that
very
round,
much so.
Yep.
So what we don't want the white. We just
No.
want the yellow of it. Okay.
OK.
Because that's where all that lovely flavour is. And
See this board here? This is my board. Okay?
We're sharing it.
I'm just teasing. I'm so
there you
easy
go.
going.
There you go,
Thanks,
my darling.
darling.
Thank you very much.
OK.
There we go, chef. A bit of rosemary in there for you too. You happy with that?
That's absolutely average.
Spot on. Yeah. I'll give you a spot on. So you're going to marinate that, and generally good few hours.
Look,
You think?
here's what we're doing. And a bit of... I think you need to watch how much lemon's going on there.
OK.
Lemon zest going to... It's going to overtake the whole dish.
Okay, isn't that an interesting thing? We tend to sort of grate a little bit too lemon in there, and just chef saying don't put too much because it just dominates.
We're
too
going to
much.
finish with a bit of lemon juice as well. A bit of black pepper going on there. And to me, that looks appetising already.
Okay, beautiful. I'll come back and see you.
in there.
All right, we've started off there, showing you simple ways of marinating your meat. A little bit of lemon, of course, if you wanted to. You could add the addition of a little bit of garlic if you like that type of thing, just to marinate, and the oil just to allow that to seep into your meat, and then you're away. Chef, tell us what you've started to do with your beetroot.
Well, I've done sliced them up. I've got in the soup there. I'm now going to put some sugar.
Okay. And have you put a little bit of stock in there, or is it
A little
just...
bit of stock, yeah.
There we
And,
are. Nice thin slices that enables it to cook really quickly, guys. Remember, that's what you want to do. But if you have a little bit more time, you could dice it up.
Yeah, a little dice, a little bit of garlic, got some tea going in here.
Okay.
And usually I'd use a bit of rice, but that'll be all right.
Okay. Now, how important? I know for all our regular viewers out there, you've probably seen our chefs do this before, maybe even Antony. But how important it is to have foil on the base?
Well, if you don't, if you buy cheap woks and you want to ruin them, that's fine. But the sugar really gets stuck to the bottom, so you need the foil to protect the wok.
Okay, protect the wok, but that's no water or anything in there, guys. Just allow that. What about herbs and stuff?
Yeah.
Would that infuse it.
Herbs would, yeah. You can get thyme would be good. Actually, Ains, can you get me a bit of thyme in that soup for me?
Yeah, thyme. Bit of bay leaf in the.
Bit of bay leaf, that'd be grand.
Okay. All right then. There we are. Couple of bay leaves there, and a little bit of thyme. How are you getting on there, Andrew? You okay?
Absolutely loving it, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Australian way of saying I hate it.
When did you first become interested in wine then? Is it something that...
No, it's not something I started off doing. I moved up to the Hunter Valley, just north of Sydney. And if you live there, you're either a sheep farmer or a coal miner or a wine guy. So I became a wine guy.
You didn't want to become a sheep farmer then?
No.
That wasn't your take on a good quality life. So that's and how did that progress then? What made you suddenly get into a situation where you can come and talk about wines, build up a business?
I think it was just I was surrounded by the right kind of people, and they just drew me in. They were enthusiastic. They liked talking about it. They liked drinking it. They liked educating people about it too. And it just sort of.
So you found out about how different wines go with different types of food. For instance, what about this the duck we've got here? Is that the type of wine that you've bought? Is that a Merlot or something you've bought there?
That's something new. That's a Tannat. It's a grape that hasn't been seen in this country very recently, and it's a foodie's wine. It's got good structure. It's got tannin. It's got good acidity. It's not one of these blousy wines that really don't go with food. So that's why I brought that in. Yeah.
And you need to pay a little bit more than £4 or £5 for a bottle of wine these days to get something decent, because so much of it goes on tap.
No, absolutely. But you can still find good stuff. This wine, it's from Argentina. It's well supported by the economy, and it's underified.
How can you tell a good wine? You're in the wine trade too. What do you look for?
You're looking for consistency in style and again, flavour. But everyone's individual. It's down to their own taste at the end of the day. So hopefully they won't keep buying the same thing either. They'll maybe upgrade, they move around, they can spend a little bit more and get something a bit extra. Because as you said, you pay the tax, you pay the duty. What's left is quality in the bottle, and that's what you end up paying for at the end of the day.
Really, the rules are, if you like it, drink it.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
You know, I mean, there's so many old-fashioned rules, aren't there? And so much of it is, to be honest, it's justifying your job.
There's a lot of bull going on, really, isn't there?
Absolutely.
A lot of bull in the business. OK, we've got our ducks cooking down. Antony slashed the skin, and already a lot of it started to melt. The fat started to melt, and it started to come out. You'll be surprised how much fat actually comes out of those. And leave that down there, guys. Don't touch them. Let that skin get lovely and crispy. Is what the chef's doing.
Absolutely.
OK, I'll come back and see you. We've got a few... the duck's going to be smoked. That's looking good. Tell us what's going on here then, Paul.
A bit of herb chopping going on here.
And how will that be used?
Just some parsley and rosemary for the... I'm going to mix that with the crumbs.
Yeah, OK, and that will then panne, that will go for the lamb, will it? You're going to dip
It'll be part of that, and then with the goat's
very
cheese as
fine,
well.
those crumbs there. Is that a particular reason that you've done that? Yeah. Really fine crumbs.
I'm a very classy sort of chef, me.
Yeah.
Very, very classy, me.
I know, we know, Paul. We know it. I've been to many of your restaurants, mate. You don't need to tell me.
No, it sort of needs to fit the size of the breadcrumbs, Ainsley.
Now, OK, now I'm talking to Val now. Val, what type of jobs can people find on your website then?
Well, anything glamorous. What I like to do is take people out of their ordinary lives and make them into something a bit more sparkling.
Yeah, give us an example then of that.
Well, I had one young lady came to me. She was in telesales.
Yeah.
She always wanted to be a TV presenter. And she came along to see us, and we had a chat with her, and I could really see that she had what it takes, OK? So she got a job working in TV shopping on a teleshopping channel.
Yeah.
It took a bit of coaching from us. We sent her off on a course, and she did really well. And, OK, step on the ladder.
Yeah.
Might not be...
Oh, wow, I know. He's trying to steal your thunder, isn't he, love? He's trying to steal your thunder. He's going to do a Nick Nairn and start squeezing lemon juice in there in a minute. OK, and what about people that want to go into to work in the spa industry and stuff like that? Because there's a lot of that now. People wanting to return to things that are quite healthy.
Yeah.
Is there big opportunities there?
Big opportunities, and that's very glamorous as well, because that takes you all over the world, because you've seen all these spas starting up in places like the Caribbean, Dubai, Australia, Far East, all over the place.
Sure.
So it's a great place to work. I mean, if you're going to work in the spa industry, why not go overseas and do it there?
Well, it's just
They need
lovely.
celebrity chefs in places like that.
Halfway
Well, they
now,
do.
halfway, guys. He wants to get in there, isn't it?
James Martin has a job on a cruiser. Did you know that?
Who's that?
James Martin.
Yeah, he goes on there. He's got a little restaurant on there, isn't he? He likes to go into that. Very proud of him for doing all those
He
things.
does all
Yeah,
that.
it's brilliant. It's nice sort of travel around. But would you like to be cocooned on a cruiser, Paul?
No, I would get cruiser crazy.
Oh, lovely. Now, what about, obviously, you know, doing the type of, or having the type of business that you have, you've got to do a lot of research to find out how many people are actually bored with their work. Is it a high percentage?
You would be amazed. 63% of people in the workforce nowadays would much rather be doing something more glamorous.
Yeah.
You should see the hits Monday morning, lunch hours. People just get onto the website.
Fancy a bit of a change? You know, get onto the website and check it all out.
Yep.
We'll talk again, no doubt, Val. OK, Chef has got his rather large tomato in the water
I just
here.
want to blanch half of it.
Yeah, just blanching that skin off there. And that's it. Put that in something. How long would you submerge that in the water for? It's normally
It's about 10 seconds. 10, 20 seconds. So take that on out there.
OK, that's out.
Good man. We'll whack that.
OK, and we're just going to split that skin and then he's going to peel that back.
We need to drain these, Val, if you get a chance.
OK, oh, no, Val, please let me get a cloth for you here, my love.
Thank you.
The last thing we want to do is
No,
just
we don't want to.
Oh, no burns or anything like that.
Hands,
I know, there we are.
You're paying Val a lot of attention there, Ainsley, aren't you?
I know, I'm looking for a glamorous job, mate, I'll tell you. Maybe in the wine industry, I could go and live. We can live in the house as a threesome, couldn't we, Val?
Well,
what?
I have to speak to Andrew
I said
about
live,
that.
Paul. What's he got? There we are, my darling. Pour that in there.
Thank you.
Brilliant. OK, everything's coming along here. We've got the lamb that's cooking down. The chef. Just now, notice you haven't turned that over yet. Any particular reason for that?
Because I want a nice colour on it. Yeah.
OK, then. Let's go back down to the red tomato kitchen, guys. Remember before our chef said he was going to be smoking our duck? I think it's already started to smoke in here now. And the basis of that... Can I have a quick look under here, chef?
Well, you'll lose all my smoke, but hey.
Yeah. Just a quick look, then.
No. You can see the smoke, that's all you need. Everyone knows what a duck breast looks like, don't they? A bit more parsley, if I may.
Yeah, a bit more parsley. There we are. All right, fantastic. And what are we looking at here then, Chef?
We're looking at a little salad of just diced beetroot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mix that with those diced courgettes. We're going to leave raw.
All right.
So it's a nice chunk.
A nice crunch, them different
Nice
textures
crunch.
going on.
Just a tiny little bit of brown sugar. Just so it caramelizes lightly.
Tell us a little bit about the old sort of raw beetroot then. A lot of people just want to buy it in jars and stuff to avoid
I know,
all
well,
that.
pickled beetroot's great, but there's so many things you can do with it that's so much better than pickled beetroot.
And if you grate raw beetroot, you can actually eat it that way.
Oh, yeah. Anything raw.
All right, guys, so don't think, oh, you've got to cook it all the time. You can grate it up, and I like a kind of nice bit of horseradish with it sometimes.
And it's a great thing to do with juicing.
Yeah.
Beetroot's got so many nutrients. It is one of the sort of superfoods that we know.
OK.
But you shouldn't juice it plain. You should have it with pear or something like that, because it can be
Pear, I like it
quite
with pear
toxic,
and carrot and stuff like that. Really sort of bring it down a little bit and sweeten it a touch. All right, then. Now, what about, talking about wine, modern day wines, what about old wines? What's the oldest wine you've ever tasted?
The oldest wine I've had is probably a 1948 Chianti Reserva. Chianti Classico Reserva.
And,
wasn't that great.
It wasn't that great. A lot of them are disappointing because it's better. It's worth more in the bottle, they say, isn't it?
It is, but again, it's discovering new things. And well, if you saw that on a shelf, you probably well, I won't buy that now. Sure. I'll go and buy something else. So it's all about discovery.
And how long should people keep their wines for? Is it depending on the year, the grape and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Different grapes last longer in the bottle than others.
Yeah.
Grenache will oxidise quicker than, say, Cabernet or Merlot, so you drink that younger.
And you know what? I go to a lot of friends' houses and they have this bottle of wine. I go back there a week later and the same bottle of wine's there. They haven't drunk it. How long should you keep those things for? A lot of people out there probably have that problem. You know, half-open bottle of wine.
Yeah. Once you open a bottle, you've got to basically drink it the next day. If it's a red, if it's white, you can keep it in the fridge for a couple of days. So just Get rid of it.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
OK, but you can
A
cook
spoon
with it.
there.
OK, oh, yes, all right. Oh, we've had a bit of an accident.
Half my bean salad.
All right, then, yeah, half your bean salad.
Yeah.
And cook it on the glass plate in your oven, ladies and gentlemen.
Just make sure it's clean now, OK?
There we are. All right, let's get a cloth, Anthony. We close that back. I'm going to be in serious trouble with a bit of smokes and everything going through our kitchen.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Have you ever made your own wine, Denise?
No, my gran used to make the most hideous wine.
Does that put you off?
She made me drink it. Should we open that?
Absolutely.
What about opening that? Have we got a corkscrew? There we
Yeah,
go.
we'll always find a corkscrew, mate. There's something down there. There we are. You've got one there. It's not the most flashiest corkscrew, but it'll be all right.
It'll work.
Now, what about this? This is a dying thing, isn't it? The old cork. Yeah, bring it over here so we can get a good old view on that. Because a lot of more screw tops coming, a lot more plastic corks or
Plastic
Yeah.
closures,
Yeah.
and screw caps are best. As you can see right now, I'm not making a great job of this.
Yeah, that's
especially
all right.
with these butterfly openers, but.
Yeah.
Screw cap is the way to go, especially for New World wines, for wines that are meant to be drunk young.
Have you seen those ones? They're getting glass stoppers now, aren't they?
In Germany, absolutely, yep.
That's really changing, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
becoming so much more advanced. Hey, have a look in here, guys. This is really going to be fantastic. I'm going inside. This is going to be absolutely lovely. Just look at that. Look at the colour that's taken on, all right? Really, really lovely. It's going to be beautiful.
If I teach them one thing is don't be impatient.
Yeah,
You've got to let the smoke infuse into the duck.
You've got loads more smoke in there.
We've got
It's gonna
plenty of
work
time. Give me
out.
an extra couple of minutes.
Oh, of course I will,
thank you very
Anthony.
much.
You've got 3.5 minutes, so don't worry about 2. You've got 3.5. What's that like?
It's lovely and soft and fruity.
Yeah.
It should go beautifully with the duck.
Lovely. I'll come back and see you in a moment. Let's go back down. We're in the green pepper kitchen.
Did you say
Chef,
3.5 minutes?
Yeah, less than that, about 3 now, Chef. OK, how are you getting on?
We're really good,
Yeah,
yes,
good. You want
loving
something to
it.
wipe your hands?
Yes,
Here we are, my
oh,
darling.
you're so good.
Will you make me a little vinaigrette? A little
Gotta look
olive
after.
oil balsamic vinegar thing?
Yeah. Do you want to make a dressing? Are you saying, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah.
OK,
I think
little
that's what
oil.
he's
You've got
saying.
that, haven't you?
Got a bowl there.
OK, there's your olive oil.
Olive oil.
OK, balsamic is in here. That's it. And let's get you a little whisk. There you go, my darling.
Me eyes!
Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And that was the crumbed that you
nice.
had there, was it, Paul?
Aye, it was something.
OK. All coming together. Look at this. All right, start thinking about plating up this food now. Not much time to go. There we are. OK,
Is that about right,
now
Anthony?
tell us... Oh, yeah, just keep whisking away. Tell us a couple of tips for finding a glamorous job, then.
Well, what I always say to people is don't be proud. Don't be afraid to start on the bottom rung of the ladder. Just make sure that the ladder's up against the right wall.
Sure.
That always helps. But just get yourself into an organisation that you like and get people to like you.
Sure.
Be honest, be
So
genuine.
don't be frightened if they're only offering you a few £100 a week. Take
Absolutely,
it and
whatever.
build up. That's it.
Even if it's a freebie,
Yeah.
you know, go and do job experience. Do whatever it takes. Just get into the industry that you want to get into.
There you go,
And then
yeah.
you'll climb the ladder.
There you go, guys. Good tip from the professionals there. 1.5 minutes to go. We've got a rather nice... oh, look, little balsamic dressing here.
Mash it up for me, Anthony, will you?
Yeah, well, I'll give you... You've got to find your masher. Have you got a masher
We
there,
don't
Chef?
have a masher.
Don't worry, we'll find you one. Don't worry, that's what we're here for. OK, one masher coming up. How are you getting on? OK, coming up for the minute mark any second now, Chef. Start thinking about presenting your food. What's it going to look like on the plate?
Excuse me?
There we are. OK, you carry on there, Chef. All right, there. 1 minute to go. Let's get this food out. OK. There you go. You don't want anything? Do you want a bit of olive oil in here, Chef?
Yeah.
Yeah. OK.
You got a blitzer for that soup, Beans?
Blitzer for that soup. Have we got a blitzer? We shall certainly find one. Wow, you know how to live it to the last few seconds, didn't you, Rankin? God, dear, what's
Hey,
your
he's
name?
over here.
I thought we had about 10 minutes left.
Ainsley, how do you work this?
Yeah, what's
Okay.
the problem? What do we have? Come here, press this stuff. Come here. Just up and down as quick as you can. Don't burn yourself. Have you done it? Oh, you've done it. Oh, thanks a lot for calling me. All right, now. Here you go. Right. Only 20 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if our chefs can get this food out on
Okay,
time.
in there.
Everybody's buzzing around like mad. All right, help me count down.
There's a dollop of yogurt on there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Rushing around like mad to remind you what our chef started off with. Paul Rankin had in his bag some nice lamb leg steaks along with goat's cheese, shallots, sweet potatoes, broad beans and beef tomato, whilst AWT had a couple of duck breasts along with a large red onion, cebollotti beans, unpasteurised gorgonzola, a bunch of beetroot and courgettes. Well, lovely glamorous food for our glamorous couple, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this out of the way, Paul. Tell us what you're going to call it, chef.
Well, I think an appropriate name for this would be food glamorous. Food glamorous.
Isn't that great?
Go on, you pick up your cutlery, have a bit of a go. Do you want to start off on that soup? Try
Yes,
a bit of that.
lovely.
Now, Paul,
Looks
tell us
delicious.
what did you do with all your lovely ingredients, chef?
Well, I mean, a broad bean soup's pretty easy, really. You need a good stock in there, which I think I forgot to put in, actually. Some shallots or some nice aromatics, leeks,
Oh, that's really
onions,
nice.
shallots, that sort of thing. And then your broad beans, and then you can either blitz it up, keep it smooth, or you or keep it rough.
Very nice, yeah.
Bit of parmesan might be nice and something like
Okay.
that, or cream if you can take cream.
And should we get the goat's cheese next?
Yeah, the goat's cheese will eat
My
fantastically
favourite.
well. I've overcooked it ever so slightly, but it's better that way than not cooked through.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard and chalky
Definitely.
in the middle. Little vinaigrette with the blanched broad beans peeled, and it's a balsamic vinaigrette with the tomato. And that should just go together like peaches and cream, and the little herb crust on that.
That is so nice. I've never had that before. It's lovely.
This one here, we sautéed the lamb off, we put the mustard on goes the crust, then back into the oven. It's served with the sweet potato fondant, which is cooked with a little bit of olive oil, salt,
try
a bit of
some.
pepper.
This is for you.
A little bit of water,
You
we
can
put a
have
bit of
some.
foil on. We've got the red wine juices coming off the shallots there. We've got the braised shallots with the sweet potato mash and the lamb with lemon and rosemary.
That's
It
super.
should be good.
Is that lovely? And
super.
one more bit there for
The
you.
mustard really suits the lamb, I think. Mustard's beautiful with lamb.
OK, now. Nod, approving nod.
That's her sort of grub, she said. You know, and she said, I like lamb nice and simple with lemon. I said, oh, OK, I'll do it with lemon and rosemary.
There you go.
I
Brilliant.
do like that.
Yeah.
Super. You've done a
Gorgeous.
great
Well
job.
done.
Thank you.
OK, your missus is delighted, mate. You pick up your
Yeah.
cutlery and see if you're equally delighted, Andrew. Tuck into it. What are you going to call this then, Antony?
Considering, Andrew here, stop whining and be true to yourself.
Nice spicy too.
Anyway,
Tell us what you did.
lovely sort of borscht-style soup with some beans in there as well. Quite a thick soup, that one.
Yeah.
Another soup here,
Very
sweet and sour soup. Quite a sugary and a vinegary, and did it with lovely little stock in there. And you've got some wonderful sort of beetroot colours there. You know, that gorgeous clear beetroot there. Here, that smoked duck would have been ready if you hadn't lifted the lid twice.
I only lifted it once, didn't I? Once, yeah. Don't you start.
You let a little bit to start with. OK, and that's with a spaghetti
This is for you, mate.
of courgettes.
Yeah.
Where we've cut that, Andrew cut that really nicely on there. So you've got a nice spaghetti of courgettes there.
Yeah.
Done with a soy, garlic and brown sugar sauce.
Yeah,
So
okay.
almost like a teriyaki.
Lovely.
Nice smokiness there, isn't it? Here,
complex
just a
flavours,
roast duck here with a beetroot and courgette salad. Courgette's nice, finely diced. Some of those lovely beetroot juices just mingling with the olive oil. Nicely served, just very simple. Here, the gorgonzola and bean salad with some beetroot julienne. Lots of flavours there, the red onion, some parsley, some chives. And here, again, a little seared duck on a bean salad with some courgettes and blue cheese. So very simple.
What do you think, And?
Some lovely new recipes there. Very, very, very new, very different, and textures and colours are beautiful.
Lovely. Well
Thank
done.
you.
OK,
Thanks,
they're
Andrew.
absolutely delighted. What about the studio audience? Green pepper day or red tomato one? Let's find out. So we ask them all to please vote now. And up they go. And look at this. And look at this. Hey, oh, they're in a duck mood today. It's a red tomato. Hey, well done, Andrew. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
Well done.
And well done to you too, Chef. Absolutely brilliant. Well, £100 spending money there for you. So I think a little bit of something for you to take Val out and have a nice exotic meal somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with some
terrific.
nice
Thank you very
wine,
much.
perhaps. Thanks for coming along and sharing all your information with us.
Thanks very
Great
much.
pleasure having
Lovely.
you here.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, hey, you're going to have to take home. Thank you, but you ended up with our lovely Ready Steady Cook hamper. But believe me, there's lots of lovely goodies in
That's
there.
fantastic.
You had a good time?
I had a great time.
We enjoyed
Thank you.
ourselves
We
anyway.
did.
I
We
know,
had
you've got all that
fun.
lovely Mediterranean fare and everything else. Hey,
Yeah,
there's more
I'm
food
happy.
coming your way. Come and join us, guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say to you is, let's say a very big thank you to Val and Andrew. Okay. All right. Ooh, this feels interesting. Just like one of those slightly heavier bags, so it's going to be interesting to find out what is in here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bechamel sauce there. We've got some a generous helping of the old passata, if you like, which is just crushed tomatoes, really. Nice bunch of watercress, some taleggio, Italian taleggio cheese, a packet of rice, some salad onions, and a tin of the old crab meat. There we are. OK, guys,
Great.
what will you do with that, Paul?
Oh, wow. That's a really interesting combination.
Yeah.
I think we could make a really nice sort of soup with spring onion, watercress, and a bit of bechamel to thicken it up. We could do like crab cakes type of thing, maybe with some Asian stir fry. And we could do like a tomato soup with melted cheese bruschetta.
OK, there you
lovely.
go. Nice combination there.
Sounds
simple.
good.
It won't be as nice as what Anthony comes up with.
Yes, I'm sure. We can't wait to find out what that is. Go on, Chef.
You take all my ideas. Anyway, I think a little crab soufflé.
Yeah.
I think that is just perfect. You'll want to see his crab soup.
I think there is a soup in there, obviously, with maybe some taleggio sort of crostini as a garnish. I think there is a open face like a omelette Arnold Bennett with crab and taleggio melting oozy with the bechamel sauce. And then shall we make a quick Bloody Mary, shall we?
A quick Bloody Mary.
Without the
big one.
vodka.
Anybody got
Mary.
any vodka?
A Virgin Mary. There you go. And a bit of an egg fried rice there too, perhaps. People always
Oh,
look
yes, I
wanting
forgot
to...
about the rice.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what about our studio audience? Green peppers, red tomatoes? Will you all please vote now? Here they go. And up they go. Ooh, look at this, boys.
I'm happy.
Hey, you are very, very happy, aren't you?
Soufflé, wasn't it?
Well, there you go, because it's a Antony Worrall Thompson bag.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
mate,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah.
Let's get going. OK, your 10 minutes cooking time, Chef, starts now. Let's do it. What can we do
let's
for
do.
you?
You do. If you could do the crostini and the soup.
OK, I'll get
I'm
that
going
off
to do
you.
the soufflé.
OK, one, two. What about Mr. Rankin
If you
down
could do the
there?
omelette, a crab omelette with a little bit of spring onion with a bechamel and a cheese on top.
OK.
Open face. Open face.
Nice little bit of a little saucepan.
Do I have
There you
to?
Yes, and the fried rice, because I forgot to mention the rice, didn't I?
And the fried rice.
And you have to crack on with that. All right, let's get this going. Now, Chef, here we are.
It's not very thick, is it?
OK, well, it'll be all right, but a bit of an egg white in there, just sort of fold
Yeah.
that in there.
Let's
Get
chop
that
up a bit
going.
of spring onion.
OK, I'm going to need a bit of spring onion
You
myself.
open the can. Here, Captain. Hang on.
OK, well, you've got a bit of bechamel there, Anthony. It's not particularly good, but what about homemade bechamel sauce, then?
Homemade bechamel. Oh, it's very easy.
How much
The
do you
green
want?
end. I like the green end.
You like the green end?
Just from yeah, well, homemade, you know, it's the normal thing. 2 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of butter to a pint of usually milk. Very easy. Bang it all in.
Scallions, don't be throwing... Oh, OK.
What? Here, yeah,
That's
we've
all
got
right.
some scallions. You call them scallions, we call them spring onions in this country. That's fine.
Salad onions now, isn't there a way of saying they're salad onions?
Yeah, but controversial, these supermarkets, aren't they?
Yeah, oh, well, everyone likes to call them spring onions, salad onions, you know what it is. OK, then, and a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil, just to get that going.
What do you
Sweat off
think of
those.
this 10 quite white crab meat, Anthony?
I actually think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. I think it's better than frozen crab. It's got a nice briny
It's
taste.
not bad. I don't think I've ever tasted it as good as that.
It is good stuff. I quite like. There's a lot of canned products that are very useful because nowadays we forget, you know, the canning is the earliest form of preserving, and it's only got salt in it usually, so not all these preservatives.
OK, what are you going to be whipping up? Your egg white
I'm whipping
there?
up my egg whites.
OK, and how are you making your crab cake, Chef?
I'm not making crab cake.
What are you making?
I'm making an omelette and a stir fry.
Oh, all right then, fair enough. Now
Cool,
I know.
cool.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even know what's
I
going
don't
on.
need to give you a hard time, Liz.
And what, do you want egg stir fry? You're going to do
Egg stir fry, yeah.
rice?
Thank you, sir.
OK, and you can talk to us about that. A lot of people see these products and an egg stir fry is something they like. So when you're doing it, do let us know.
You can get some crostini on.
Yeah, I certainly will, Chef. My apologies. OK, do you want me to use the kind of ciabatta loaf or this one? What do you prefer? What
Yeah,
style?
that's good.
Okay.
Whatever.
No problem.
I'm not too fussed, really.
Just get these nicely cut down. 3 slices, I think, will be more than adequate. And you want the lovely taleggio cheese on there, don't you?
Please.
All right, Chef, there you go. And do you like the old taleggio, Anth? Do you like the flavour of it?
I do. It's one of my favourite cheeses, actually. I do a wonderful dish in the pub with mushrooms done in the oven, a little herb and garlic dressing with melted taleggio on the top. It's fantastic.
OK. Yeah, all right then.
Am I like some taleggio?
Yeah.
Do you want a bit of watercress? I'll keep a little bit back.
I would like some watercress, yeah.
Yeah, just a touch of watercress there, Chef. There we are. The rest of it's going into my soup. Okay, do you want a little bit of watercress kept back for you, Chef?
Yeah, go on then.
Just a touch there. All
Little
right,
garnish.
Right now, tell us about your quick souffle. You're using a convenient...
Well, I'm using a pan. I should have got it on a tad earlier. So it might be a little baveuse, as they say in France.
Aha.
Or in Brian Turner's
Which
country.
means nice and soft.
Yeah.
OK.
I'm going to do a pan, not an individual souffle. So we're going to get that pan quite hot. Could I just move that over there for a second?
Yeah, of course you
Get
could.
that a bit hotter.
You just need to... You crack on with that. That's no problem.
Okay, and then we're going to do
A Bloody Mary, aren't
Bloody
you?
Mary, but I don't know what to put in it.
There we are. Well, you've got your Worcester sauce there. You've got your Tabasco. We can
Good idea, I
put
can
a
do
bit
all
of
that.
fresh lime juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of seasoning, so we can put that all in here.
don't have
I've
celery
got
salt,
loads
do
of
we?
ice.
Do we have horseradish here?
Not really, Chef, but a bit of mustard if you want.
With a mustard might go.
Is that okay with you? You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, a little
I
bit
don't know
of
what it'll
mustard.
taste like, but we'll see.
There we are. All of these little things going in
Too
here.
much, huh?
What are you doing? I thought you were going to make it in here, Anth, with the ice.
Oh, well, I thought you wanted that for your soup.
Oh, well, later on.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, just get it in there. We'll rinse it off. Just blitz that down. All right, get that omelette on, Chef.
Yes, get that omelette on, Chef.
Yeah.
Are you
There
doing an
you
omelette
go.
too?
Oh,
Now I'm doing a souffle omelette.
there we are. Let's just start that up. There we are. Now, what have you got? The bechamel, you whipped up an egg white, you've got a bit of scallion in there. What else,
Yeah, I
Chef?
put a bit of crab
Yeah.
and the spring onion, salt and pepper.
Okay.
And what else? That's it, really. 2 egg whites, 1 egg yolk. A little bit of beche.
There
You
we
need the rest of
are.
that spring onion.
You can have some of it. There you go.
Right, let's get that
Got
going.
eggs there, look. You greedy.
Okay, Paul, tell us what you're doing down there, Chef.
I'm going to make an omelette. If you stay with me a second, I'll be there on this. I'll put the eggs in the pan, warm them up. As they're starting to set, I'll pat them down. I'll then top it with a little bit of bechamel, put the cheese over the top, pop it in the oven so it all melts together. Becomes lovely and gooey, and then I'll start on my egg fried rice.
Lovely.
So here we go on the omelette.
Okay, you got these.
Nice hot pan, nice generous dollop of butter. Bit of salt in your eggs to start with. I'll actually whack a bit of scallion in now and make the whole thing a bit savoury.
Sorry, Chef. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you okay?
And when you're making an omelette, you want to heat your eggs up en masse. So you stir them around until they start to set, and then you stop stirring.
Is this a cookery lesson?
It is. Well, it's quite a difficult thing to do, I think, to get it right.
It is.
Then we stop that.
Okay, we've got 4 minutes to go. Fingers crossed that that's going to be ready there. Will that go? Got the grill on there, Antony?
Yeah, I've got that in.
Okay, I'll just take the tray out from under there. I've got a hot tray there, Chef. Maybe we
Oh, have
can
you?
transfer it
Okay.
onto that.
Now, it'd be quite nice to put some crab meat or
Yes,
smoked
crab,
salmon or
crab.
something, or smoked haddock or something.
That's crab, crab. That's what you got.
Oh, is that what you want me to use?
Yeah.
A bit more
so,
taleggio. Get a bit more taleggio on there.
Taleggio.
Taleggio, sorry. Talledge.
Is it nice taleggio?
Yeah, like a little bit of ledge.
How's your soup?
There we are. Yeah, soup's going to be ready there, Chef. Let's see, we're going to transfer. Quick question from Jill Barkley from Edinburgh. Good afternoon to you, Jill. Welcome to our show. I love mayonnaise and I have seen it made on the programme many times. However, I'm on a diet, so can you please tell me, is there any way I can make my own homemade light mayonnaise? Difficult one there. Difficult one. Boys, I think you're talking about buying something in the shop.
There's
and then...
no such thing, really, is there, as a homemade light mayonnaise, as far as I know.
Well, yeah. I've got a great recipe for...
What I would say, one thing that I might do occasionally at home
Yeah, I'm just looking for
is to buy a light mayonnaise from the shops and then stir in a little bit of good quality Dijon mustard
Yeah.
and add a little bit of good quality olive oil, and that sort of gives it that slightly more homemade flavour.
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing, I suppose, you can make mayonnaise and add zero fat, pad it out with zero fat fromage frais or yogurt.
Yeah, just to sort of cut the fat in half type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, egg fried rice, Paul. Give us a quick breakdown of that, please, Chef.
Any fried rice, you start just the rice out in the pan. Heat your rice up, stir frying with just a little bit of salt. Normally, Asian rice isn't seasoned very much, but when you're stir frying, you season it with salt, not soy sauce.
Okay.
And when it's nice and hot, then you start to add in your ingredients. Now, one thing you need is a little bit of onion or spring onion, and even that by itself will give you the lovely flavour of fried rice.
And what about the egg?
Well, the egg, I normally just make a hole in the middle, stir it omelette style, and then break it up, break it into it. But if you're going to dice some chicken or bacon,
Be right.
you can get that in there too at that stage.
Just take a little bit of that out. It's too much of that.
Some frozen peas or whatever would be nice in there.
Frozen peas.
Yeah.
That's very British.
There we are. Now, very quick. Anthony, what did you add to it? I started off, I sweated off the salad onions, and then I put in the watercress, a little bit of stock in there. Did you add the addition of cream, Chef?
I did some cream, and I put some, a little bit of parsley, because that'll give it a bit more of a colour, green colour,
All right,
which is
lovely.
nice.
Lovely. Yeah, let's pop that on the top.
Oh, there goes music.
There we are. All right, then. There we are. Let's get that going down there. All right, that's souffle. There we are. It's looking good. Get it there.
Nearly.
We might be lucky. Okay, 45 seconds. Let's get this out. Right. Okay.
We got some watercress there, didn't we?
Here we are.
Watercress.
Yeah, we kept a little bit of watercress, which we can just nestle on the top there. That'll be lovely. 30 seconds. There we are. Beautiful. Okay, Paul, do you want a hand over there, Chef?
Oh, no, I'm there.
Okay, all right, we've got our beautiful there. We've got 20 seconds to go. Let's get this food out now.
Whoa, I've forgotten about my omelette.
Yeah.
Omelette, where's the omelette?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Cooking! You've got a plate. Do that. Go on, you go for it.
There we go.
Where do you want these, Chef?
Oh, they go with the soup.
Oh, right there.
Oh, I got plate.
No, just edged, just on the edge there. That would look absolutely lovely.
Is that right?
Yeah, no
Nice
problem.
and cheesy does it.
Nice and cheesy does it indeed. That's fine. Now, what about a name, please, Antony?
I'm a crab hand at trying to cheese you.
I quite like nice and cheesy does it, didn't you?
Oh, you could call it rice and cheesy, does it?
Rice and cheesy does
cheesy.
it. Okay, tell us what you did here, Chef.
Well, we had the bechamel sauce in the bottle. We added an egg yolk, added 2 egg whites. We added some crab. We added some spring onions. Beat up some egg whites, added them in, and bunged it in the oven. Normally, obviously, it wants to cook a bit more. You could flip it out if you want.
You want to flip that out?
Oh, we'll try.
There you go,
Okay.
Chef.
Then you made a watercress soup with a bit of spring onion.
I need to get in this
Yeah,
one.
go on then.
Bit of spring onion.
Yeah.
What else?
Watercress soup with a little bit of spring onions, a little bit of stock too that went in there, like a bouillon stock or something like that. Is that a bit hot, Chef? It's very, very hot. And, and we put the watercress in there, cream and water, and just blitz that down later on. Very, very simple.
And Bloody Mary, soy sauce.
Virgin Mary.
That's
Virgin
lovely,
Mary.
that omelette.
We had Tabasco, Worcester, lemon juice, ice cubes, a bit of basil in there as well, actually.
Yes.
It was nice. And your fried rice, Paul.
Yeah, you'll have to visit the website for our fried rice, ladies and gentlemen. We run out of time. That's bbc.co.uk/food. Hope to see you soon on Ready Steady Cook. In fact, tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.